Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Dr. Stone Season 4, Episode 6. Just to give you guys a heads up, I am recovering from a cold, so I may have some coughs. I'm going to do my best to edit them out, or clearing my throat. I'm going to do my best to edit or mute for those as well. And due to the nature of the cold, really messing with my lungs and everything, as, just like a typical cold does, I get some shortness of breath when I talk too much back to back, so in the discussion or here you might see me take some deep breaths. Don't worry, I'm okay, and sorry for the pauses and stuff like that. It's just me trying to take a deep breath, so anyway. And also, that's why I kind of look more like a bum. Standing up really wears me out still, so I haven't been motivated enough to stand up and shave and cut my hair because it's not that bad, but I have a feeling I'd be pretty tired after doing it, so I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So yeah, I'm looking a little bummed, not trimmed up or anything and everything. So anyways, with that out of the way, we're gonna get into this episode. Last episode we had the Doctor vs. Doctor setup. They're going after Dr. Taiju. And then our group's going after Dr. X, so I don't know if our group has a name. I don't know if they ever got a name for him. We did, right? They called him Xeno. But yeah, we learned that they have basically unlimited bullets, right? Because of the Harbor Bosch plant or whatever it was called. And then our team is working on changing the boat to be able to have a runway, which apparently with lighter planes you only need 20 meters, which 20 meters is still a decent bit of space, but I'll be interested to see what they come up with and what the final product looks like, turning this ship into a carrier. But yeah, let's get started here, guys, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Hmm. Is Gen thinking about him saying this while smiling? Is that the order this is happening in? Because we had Gen sitting there smiling a second ago. Sorry, Taiju. Hmm. How are you gonna tell him, though? Yeah. That's a big lady. Alright. Let's do it. I really like the vibe of this opening. It has like an older school feel to it, doesn't it? I'm not very good at recognizing music genre or time periods that they're from, but it just feels like it'd be I don't know. Like, it almost feels like I think there might be a sax in the background there, or it feels like it could be like a synthetic version of a sax or something like that. But like, I could see this being played in like the jazz era of music, I guess. Maybe a little too fast paced for actual jazz, but all right. Science is elegant. Uh, Booty? Who are you? Right. What are you doing? Luna. Oh, they have a handful of people. Carlos and Max. That voice. Oh no! She's trying to get out of going with Stanley. Oh my god. Is Luna's unstoning mark a tramp stamp? Yeah, look. Or is... I wonder if she's gonna try to use a seduction tactic on someone. Sometimes their markings, I feel like, are like a reminiscent of their character, right? Like, Gen's is like a mouth around his mouth, because he's a big talker. Hmm. You gonna try to snipe? Sniping accuracy? Yep. Damn. Yep. Oh my god. I don't know if that's realistic for that bullet size. Like, don't get me wrong, like, there are some big bullets out there, but in a sniper rifle? How do you know what Taiju looks like, though? I mean, it is effective. E equals MC squared, I'm worried about that. Hmm. These guys are a bit against it. Good to see that there's a decent couple, like, good seeds here, you know? Oh my god, these two. Oh! Damn. Sending her in. Okay. Damn. Jesus. Ugh. Alright, we'll see. To be fair. Of course, they're gonna... I mean, they should definitely be suspicious of this, though. Why all of a sudden does this girl need help? Right, like... Maz. So Maz is still here. He didn't go with the other force. Hmm. Of course. Slick. Uh, I love how Senku, like, always... Like, I'm not surprised that Senku did that at all, but I love how Senku's always doing, like, what other people... What other people think is, like, the opposite of what he's gonna do. It's always funny. But I mean, Senku obviously is suspicious. That's what all that water's for? Is Senku gonna figure out a way to, like, fake the getting shot? Somehow? Make it so, like, Taiju doesn't get hit, but it looks like he does or something? I don't know. Oh my god. I don't know if Luna can hold up to what, like, Gen is doing, right? But maybe she'll pull through regardless of her nervousness. Okay, they're just looking for the base. Hmm. Very quick to jump to shooting people dead. She loves to tell herself that. As if she had glasses. Ah. Oh my god. Why are you walking down the stairs like that, girl? Uh, oh my god. Oh, yes! I wish you did like a double take and was like, although. Oh. No, there we go. Of course. Oh no. Look at those muscles. But Luna, the expert, has found you. I like how they already had a conversation about not trusting. Hmm. Senku. Oh my god. Why is she always just in that leaning forward position? Jesus. Stand up straight, girl. Gonna fuck up your back. Ah, give her some delicious food. Do they have some good food here and shit? Yeah. Get her drunk. Ice cream. The foremost authority on greed. People who are lactose intolerant. Although, I think even lactose intolerant people like ice cream, they just can't eat it. I had a friend that was lactose intolerant, but would just suffer through it. Just to eat ice cream. So. Ah. Is she gonna see him doing sciencey stuff, maybe? I don't know. They already addressed the idea, like, we can't trust. Hmm. She's gonna find out. Yeah, they address that you can't trust the spy earlier in the episode, so you can't trust the name that you were given, right? That's what I keep trying to say, sorry, and I keep getting distracted. Superstar. Oh, some soft serve, nice. Yeah, I mean, hey, we don't even know what they've been eating. Hey, everyone gets some nice. Oh, Kirisame too. Someone who's never had it before, probably. That's awesome. I wonder if there's gonna win her over. Oh. She still isn't cluing in yet. Oh. Does he know? Does he know a scientist? Oh, shit. He knows someone that uses elegant a lot. He's gonna know who he is. Senku just learned everything. Wow. Science is elegant. Oh, shit! That's cool. I mean, very coincidental, but very cool. Oh, wow, it's already over? Holy shit. Senku's science mentor. Alright, well. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I liked the episode. Once again, I mean, I'm just gonna put it behind me. I'm just gonna let the story play out. Then I have my desire of, like, I was hoping the story was gonna go a bit quicker. I don't want another, ton of episodes based around fighting another group of people that, like, oh, surprise, more people are alive, you know? It's like, it's cool and everything, and I like some of these characters and all that, but I just, we're already 6 episodes in, and I was hoping the pacing was gonna pick up with the whole, like, assassination thing, but then it just, like, slowed down a little bit again this episode. So, I don't want to be pessimistic because I'm still enjoying it on an episode to episode basis. I'm just worried with this being the final season. Like, how quickly are we going to be speed running the rest of the cities? Because I was hoping to see, like, them establish all the cities rather than, like, speed run it, right? But that is it, guys, for episode 6. But yeah, I think this is supposed to be like a 24 episode season, if I'm not mistaken, which means we still have, what would that be, 18 episodes left? Still a lot of time, but if we spend, I don't know, like this could go all the way until the halfway point, and then we might just speed run in the second half, we might speed run getting the other cities up, and then because we still have to get to the moon and deal with all that, right? So, I don't know. But like I said, I'm still enjoying all of these episodes for what they are. I just thought we'd be moving a lot faster, is the only thing. But Luna is an interesting character. It seems like she exudes this outward confidence to the people that she is familiar with. But inside she seems very, like, insecure. Um, and then on top of that, she was one of the first ones to hesitate when it came to the idea of just straight up murdering some of these people. And once again, I appreciate that because that just shows that not everyone, whenever it's like everyone in the group is just fine with murder, it's like, that doesn't make sense to me. Usually there's some people that are like holdouts or are questioning it and everything. So I appreciate that, and it makes me like her character a bit more. I'm still okay with Stanley because he's a soldier. It makes sense. He's trying to protect his people. But to have every single person be like, "Yeah, murder, let's go," that would have felt a little bit like not believable to me. So I appreciate that aspect. Um, Really interesting that she, like I said, with the location of their marks when they get unstoned, sometimes it seems to have like a aspect of their personality, right? I feel like I don't know what all of them mean, but like Tsukasa's is like tiger or like a lion claw like across his face. The first thing he did when he broke out was punch and kill a lion in a single hit. Um, and he's obviously like strong like a lion kind of thing, so you could go with that idea. I don't know what Taiju's would be. His are just like the lines that go down his face, if I'm not mistaken. Same with Senku's, has like the cracks going like from I think like his like the top of his head down to his eyes, and then it stops. I'm not sure about what Senku's could mean. I mean, it could just be like around his brain, Um, but some of the more prominent ones are, say, Ryusui, which is on his hand, which, one, he always does that snapping, and two, the hand is kind of like it could be a symbol for greed, where you want to reach out and grab things, and he's the greedy one, right? And then, obviously, Gen, that has, like, it almost looks like a mouth around his mouth and stuff like that, so it's like, he's the big talker. Even, I'm pretty sure Xeno's looks a bit like an X, if I'm not mistaken, which his name is Xeno. He has an X in his name, which makes sense. I guess, no, I guess Senku's does go, like, up to here and down a little bit below the eyes, too. What does Taiju's? Because right now they have it just painted on, but it's still, like, what they had before, so... But yeah, anyway, it just makes me wonder with Luna's being a... Okay, interesting. So Taiju's, at least in this shot, is a lot like Senku's, but he just has one going down one whole side and then one just under the eye, which is interesting. It's almost like half of Senku's, or like a little more than half of what Senku has. But yeah, Luna's looks like it's like a tramp stamp, you know? It looks like it might be like a star, which she has like stars in her hair and all that, and a star on her like choker necklace thing. Um, but it looks like she has like a star tramp stamp. So I don't know. I thought maybe she was gonna try to charm. I mean, she is talking a lot about like love and her type and stuff like that. So I don't know. Maybe she will try to play like the romance card. I don't know. So I don't know if that's like what her character is gonna symbolize or whatnot. But I just thought it was really interesting when I saw the tramp stamp. Um, Also, it might be a really rude way to put it. I don't mean to be offensive to anybody that may have a tattoo there, but I mean, let's come on. Like, that's what it's been known for now. Um, so, but, uh, but yeah, we got to see 3 new people, Luna, Carlos, and Max. That brings us to Xeno, those 3, uh, Stanley, and then the one guy driving the tractor, and then the girl, right? So that brings us to at least 7 that we know of. I don't think we know of any others at the moment in their group, but yeah, that's 7. That's at least 7 people they have. That's a pretty good number already. For people that just naturally broke out, that's pretty crazy. It really makes me wonder how many more people potentially around the world have done that too. So, man, wouldn't that really suck if you were like, if you stayed... I also do wonder, like, they know, so it might not be that all of them broke out naturally, right? Xeno knows that if you stay awake the whole time, then nitric acid alone will break you out sooner. It'll break you out as long as the person that is in the stone stayed awake. Now, he doesn't know who is in the stone that stayed awake, so it's possible that he has a bunch of nitric acid and he just goes around and pours it on whatever stone statue they find, and every now and then someone gets broken out that stayed awake the whole time, right? So they might not all have just naturally broke out. He might have actually broke some out just by, coincidentally pouring nitric acid on just whatever statues they find. Interesting. I gotta try to remember that. But which means that other parts of the world that, there might be other people that broke out like this, but there might not be as much of a gathering just because of the fact that, not everyone is a scientist that's going to figure out that nitric acid does it and how to get more nitric acid, So, anyway. With that said, we also found out that, or was I going somewhere else with that? I feel like there was another point I was trying to make there, now I can't remember. But anyway, I'll just move on for now. We found out that Senku's, or Dr. Xeno is a mentor to Senku. When Senku was studying how to make rockets when he was young, a lot of like the designs and stuff that he read seemed to have been published by Dr. Xeno. So I wonder, is that going to help us to creating peace? Also, having a damn rocket scientist from NASA as someone on our side when we're trying to go to the moon is huge. So if we can win him over and stop the sniping, then that could be interesting. So I wonder, will Senku try to use some of the information he has from those papers? Like, I'm sure Senku remembers stuff that was written on them, and try and like curry favor with this guy. Could be interesting, because I'm still thinking this is going to have like a peaceful resolution. Like, I don't think anyone's going to get assassinated. I don't know that our group is going to make it and actually grab Xeno. I have a feeling things are going to get worked out before, because if things get too far, if things get too serious, if someone gets killed by Stanley, then it's going to be hard to mend the fence, and it's going to be much more complicated. But I think before anything comes of that, I think Senku's probably going to use this information. It's possible that this episode is going to lead into the quickening up of the pace that I was talking about, where this might be the end that Senku needs in order to just end this now, right? Like, it just depends on if Xeno cares about, like, working with someone that, like, knows their work, you know? Like maybe his pride will be like, oh, you know my work, that's cool, and then they, like, talk more and become friends, right? I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, anyway, it was a fun episode, getting to know some of these new characters and everything. The Carlos and Max little duo they got going on there, man, they're silly little ones, I'll say. They remind me of, like, a couple little Usops from One Piece. I don't know why. Like, their noses are a little longer than normal, I guess. Maybe that's why. But yeah. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for me, guys. Good episode. Can't wait to see more. I want some ice cream now. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Links in the description below should be popping up on the screen. And I'll see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.